For a parent, it's tough to imagine your child goes out and he or she doesn't come home. It becomes a reality for families, especially in Brooklyn Sunday evening. 2 children were found brutally stabbed. A 6-year-old boy is dead, and a 7-year-old girl is in critical condition fighting for her life. And police are searching for a man who they say might be responsible for another fatal stabbing just blocks away. CNN's Deborah Ferrick is following the story for us from New York. And Deborah, the ages of these kids here.
Yeah.
What's going on?
You know, it's heartbreaking, and everybody wants this person caught and off the streets. There's a palpable sense of fear in that part of Brooklyn. These were 2 children, best friends, playing together on a sunny Sunday. They were riding bikes, climbing the jungle gym, and adults were actually watching these 2 children. Well, then those kids decided they wanted to go upstairs and get an ice pop. They stepped into the elevator of their East New York building, and that's when they were attacked. A heavy-set man with an 8-inch kitchen knife repeatedly stabbing 7-year-old Michaela Capers some 15 times, and miraculously, Brooke, she survived. But her friend, 6-year-old Prince Joshua Oviedo, known as PJ, he was stabbed more than a dozen times. He did not survive. This took place in an elevator, so there was nowhere for these 2 little children to run. The Brooklyn community is in mourning. Here's how PJ's godfather described the child.
He was coming along great in school. I thought he was going to achieve great things. I really did. I thought his learning capacity was growing, and there would have been no limits to what he could have accomplished. It's just cut short, unfortunately.
And so much joy taken from this community. The Brooklyn Housing Project is supposed to have surveillance cameras, and money was allocated by the city, but there were no cameras in the elevator or hallway, even though this is a high crime area. That is making capturing this man particularly challenging. It is now under investigation as to why there were no cameras. As for PJ Oviedo, he's related to Taj Gibson, who's a forward for the Chicago Bulls, and he tweeted out, quote, "They killed my Superman. Only 2 more weeks until your 7th birthday." That is the loss that this entire community is feeling right now, Brooke.
And then on top of that, police are saying that this man may have stabbed someone else just a few days prior?
Yeah, exactly. Police are canvassing the neighborhood. They're looking for patterns, and 3 days earlier on the Friday, several blocks away, an 18-year-old girl, an aspiring nurse, was stabbed more than 24 times, also with a similar kitchen knife. Police are now trying to get DNA off of that knife. There don't appear to be any fingerprints, but they're looking to see what can be done, because this community is now very, very fearful that there's a madman on the loose. They want him off the streets. Police are looking to see whether anybody was let out on parole, whether there was anybody from a mental facility that may have been released. So they're leaving no stone unturned, but this community is in a great deal of pain right now.